Hi guys, this is Veronica, and today there's no specific lecture, but I received many emails and messages where viewers and many students were requesting that I should discuss the strategy to write answers and essay writing, specially. So, answer writing and essay writing are two different things. Essay writing is something more than answer writing. Though answer writing, analysis of answer writing, I have done in my two videos. One was railway safety issues video, another was my latest video on global innovation index. For that, you can refer to those videos for answer writing. But today, in this video, we'll discuss how to write an essay. Now, basically, as an aspirant, everybody is very investigative. Like, what is the strategy of the toppers? We type on the Google, and there comes a lot of blogs, lot of interviews of the toppers, and we read all of those, and we get in the end we get confused what to follow because we cannot copy a particular style of a particular aspirant. They have their unique style. So here, as an aspirant, you will go on the Google and type a lot of things, watch a lot of videos. So for you to make it easy, I have watched all those videos for you. I have read all those blogs of the toppers. uh, Not to confuse you, I don't want to talk so philosophical. So I will just give you a foundation. On that foundation, you will build your own unique style of writing an essay in the exam. For essay, many people ask what are the typical books you need for essay. So let me tell you, there are no particular books for essay. During your course of preparations, all those months and years of preparation, whatever you're reading in newspapers, in different articles, in the books, everything is building up your base for this essay writing. So you don't need to consult in a particular book, but I will give you some mantra. If Trust me, if you follow this video and what I'm going to tell you, I'm sure you're going to improve your this answer writing and essay writing. And after 2 months, just write to me whether this is helpful or not. But trust me, personally, I have found it very much helpful talking to experts and all. I've made this video like what should be the strategy, and I have gained all those common points from those videos of the toppers and blogs you people follow. So try to learn and memorize this 5 minute strategy, though it will be a little longer video, but just to give you a proper analysis of everything. So I've written the summary also in the end of the slide. Just follow that summary. Practice at least, suppose if you are sitting for next year UPSC examination or any other examination where essays are necessary, just write 2 essays in a month, or accordingly to your exam how you feel comfortable, and follow the strategy what we are going to discuss today. Trust me, you're going to get pocket full of money, pocket full of numbers in your examination. So all the best. Watch this video and give me feedback after practicing essays, not listening to the video, but definitely after practicing essay writing for few months. Okay, so let's start. So, after watching this lecture, if you have any query, you can mail me on my email address. And if you want to follow me for my video updates, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook. So, this is a channel StudyIQ. If you're preparing for any government exam, say SSC, bank exam, UPSC exam, we have a pen drive and tablet courses. If you want to order these, you can call on these numbers or you may log in into our website. So let's start. So here in this video I would be talking about these timings and marks are according to the UPSC CSC examination, IAS examination. But even if you are preparing for any exam where in the subjective test you have to write the essay, just this is the common strategy. Time limits may vary in this strategy that you can adjust according to the exam you're going to appear in. So I'll talk about the IAS exam. From last few years, 2 essays are coming for 125 mark each. That is, your essay paper consists of 250 marks. So you need to divide your time equally among the 2 essays. So you have 3 hours in total. So you have 1 1.5 hour for each essay, that is 90 minutes. So you have to divide this time equally for your 2 essays. So I'll talk about the time, how in this strategy, in this kind of mantra that I need to give you. So this is a foundation where you can build on your unique style of writing. So for the first 5 minutes, choose the topic carefully. Okay. Then you need to memorize the topic. See why memorizing the topic is important, because so that while writing the essay you need not to look at the question paper again and again, what is the title of my essay, because you tend to forget it due to your anxiety. So therefore you need to memorize the topic carefully, and in many cases sometimes we misinterpret the meaning of the title and we end up writing something else that is not required. So while memorizing the topic, try to understand the topic carefully, right? So after that you need to do the basic brainstorming. Now what is this brainstorming? We'll discuss in our subsequent slides. So this time of 1.5 hours, you need to divide it in 2 stages: planning stage and execution stage, and both the stages are equally important. Whatever you have planned in this stage, you have to apply it in execution stage. Execution stage is a stage where you actually write the essay, and planning is important. Why it is important, let me tell you. Because when we start, suppose we choose a particular topic. This is the topic I choose to write in my exam, and then I start writing blah 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 blah, and in the end, I suddenly, in the middle of the essay, I suddenly realize, oh my god, I have forgotten these points which I should have added in the introductory para. Now time is running, I cannot do anything, I don't have any space left over in the introductory para. So I will make a lot of mistakes and I might lose my marks due to this silly mistake. Therefore, planning that what you're going to write in execution stage is very important. So both these stages are very important. Right now you might feel that this is I cannot execute this is bullshit what she is telling, but trust me, if you'll try practicing by this way for before your exam at least 10 to 20 times, you are going to rock in your exam. Just practice. If you have 12 months for example, or 2 months, in a month practice essay writing twice, just twice is nothing. You need to spend like 1.5 hour for an essay, and in a whole month you need to spend 3 hours or maybe 6 hours practicing essay, and 6 hours is nothing to gain marks, and you can increase your score from essay a lot. Okay, so let's see the next thing. So for the next 15 to 20 minutes, what you need to do is randomly put down your thoughts. Now once you have chosen your topic, you have memorized the topic, you need to remember all the points, all these years, all these months of preparation you have read. Because whatever topic you choose, suppose you choose a topic on war or on political situation or anything, you might not have read the exact thing somewhere. You must have read it somewhere in bits and pieces, and now is the time you need to converge them, arrange them in your essay in a strategic manner. So randomly put down your thoughts. What does randomly mean? We'll discuss when we'll discuss these stages in detail. So after choosing the topic, memorizing the topic, in a rough sheet, in a plain white sheet, in the last page of your answer sheets maybe, write down those thoughts in a random fashion. Okay, what is random fashion? We'll discuss. After that, you need to do committed brainstorming. Suppose in random manner you have written down a lot of points on the paper. Now under every point, suppose these are the points you have jotted down. So if there's a point A, in committed brainstorming you will try to write what all you're going to write, the keywords you have to write, what all you're going to write under the point A, what all you're going to write under the heading B. This is committed brainstorming. Okay, so once you have randomly put down your thoughts on the paper, and then you have done the committed brainstorming, for the last next 5 minutes you need to prioritize the topic. So whatever you have written randomly, you need to sequence those headings, like in the execution stage, how you're gonna write them in the essay. Okay, so this is what you have to do. So after you are done with this committed brainstorming, you need to write the conclusion, and then you need to write the introductory paragraph. Conclusion you need to write before introduction, because in the introduction para, when you know finally where your essay is heading, ending towards, you can add the two lines of the conclusion as a summary in the end of your introductory para. That therefore try to write introduction paragraph after you are finished with your conclusion paragraph, right? So this was the planning stage. Now comes the main stage, that is the execution, where actually you have to write the essay. Once you are well done with your planning stage, then you won't take much time. You just have to write down whatever you have jotted down in the planning stage. You just have to write down in a sequential manner in the execution stage. And in the last, these 5 minutes are very important, that is known as the polishing stage. And what will you do in this polishing stage? That you will you will underline the important words. You will put boxes among many lines or words where you feel that you need to highlight these points. So you will polish your essays. Underlining and making boxes is not only polishing, but somewhere you might have made any spelling mistake. You might have, like suppose when I write, sometimes I write the word there and I forget putting e in the end. So you caught your mistake and you can correct it, because small things will please the examiner, that this person has done not even a single mistake. No mistake in spelling, no mistake in grammar or punctuative mark. So in polishing you will do all these things in last 5 minutes. It's very easy. Once your planning stage is done, your execution stage is done, you just need to quickly go through your essay, underline the things, and correct if you have done any mistake. So trust me, if you'll follow, this is basically the mantra till now what we have discussed. If you'll follow this, you'll practice writing your essays by this manner, you're gonna fetch maximum highest marks in your essay examination. So whatever we have discussed now, this is a summary of all that for the first 5 minutes you will do the initial planning, then the committed brainstorming we have discussed, then the sequencing, you'll write the concluding paragraph, or just in the planning stage you need to write the keywords, okay, then the essay, and in the end polishing. Why I have given the summary here? Because you need to religiously learn this process. Once this is there in your mind, this is there in your brain, start practicing your essay writing from today, following this method, and you will improve your essay writing a lot after 1 or 2 months, when you have written at least 4 to 5 essays by this way. Okay, so now we'll discuss these stages little bit in detail. Okay, so these are some general guidelines for your essay. Like the essay is not merely a test of your factual knowledge, it is a test of your creativity, inventive spirit, and capacity for generation of new ideas. So write legibly. Bad handwriting puts the examiner off. Choice of words and proper statement is important. For that, make a list of alternative words. Maintain a separate notebook if you find a very interesting line in some editorial, because you have to, in the end, you have to improve your language. Language is very important for essay. And how will you improve your language? By noting down certain points from the lines, beautiful lines from the editorial. Okay, like that. So note down powerful sentences, paragraphs, quotations, wherever you find them. Quotations are very important in essay. So keep closely to the subject matter. Whatever you write, it must be totally relevant to the subject matter. And what I was telling you about your introductory note, in the planning stage you just have to write the keywords, but when you write it and when you need to expand it, and in the essay you expand the essay spherically. So the introductory note should be around 5 to 7% of the length of your essay. So like that you can write the essay. These are just general guidelines. Okay, so now let's see these are something we are going to discuss in detail, like how will you choose the topic. Okay, choosing the right topic from among number of topics is very crucial, because topics, you have a lot of choices in the question paper. Then you need to choose a topic which you are best at, because topics could be political, economic, social, scientific, and so on. Now the first consideration should be your area of interest or scientific. If you are interested in political issues, prefer that one. If in social or scientific issues, choose a topic from that area. Don't reject a particular topic on the ground that you don't have the facts ready. Okay, in fact, most of the topics are such that you won't be having much factual knowledge about them. So what the examiner expects from you is not the plethora of facts, but a keen insight into the topic. Your sole criteria behind choosing the particular topic should be your ability to think, link, and come up with new ideas. So think before you reject a particular topic. So therefore, choosing a topic is very important. And now I have told you how to choose the topic. Now, brainstorming. In while discussing that foundation, I told you there are two type of brainstorming. That is the basic brainstorming. Other is the committed brainstorming. Basic brainstorming you do by putting your thoughts randomly. Now, by randomly, what I mean, in the essay paper, you have a rough sheet. Now let's see what you will do. I won't take a specific topic in this example. I will just mention A, B, and C. Try to link up with your essay topics. Okay, what is the random and the basic brainstorming? Like, once you have chosen the topic, you will write all the points that are coming into your mind, and you won't stop doing that. How you will do that? You will do this. Suppose there are many thoughts coming in my mind. I will write here one point, here other point. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Okay, these ABC, this is not ABC, this is the thoughts that are coming in your mind. Okay, now have you seen what I have done? I have not written them in a sequence. If I have written the first thought which was coming in my mind here, then I have written the other thought here, and the next thought I have written C. Where is C? Yeah, here. Okay, so random means it should literally be random. Okay, this is what is basic brainstorming, because brainstorming is an important skill that you must acquire. It's a prerequisite to lateral thinking, that is thinking of various things simultaneously. It promotes creativity and innovation. We human beings tend to think sequentially. Therefore, here I have not written like this, my first thought, my second thought, my third thought. I have written like this, here the first, here is the second, here is the third. Okay, I have not written them sequentially, because we human beings tend to think sequentially. By doing so, we restrict our creativity. We must therefore acquire the art of literal and non-sequential thinking. Okay, first of all, this requires a good understanding of the topic. Dwell on the topic that you have chosen until the time you grasp it fully. Okay, get into the shoes of the examiner and ask yourself why the particular topic has been given. Understand its context and concerns. Now start writing down any keywords or phrases associated with the topic that come to your mind. Don't try to channelize the flow of ideas. Let your thinking go wild. Jot down even the weirdest of the ideas. Keep thinking fast and don't stop, because just write like this: first thought, second thought, third thought. Just don't stop. Keep writing. Keep thinking fast and don't get stuck up anywhere. At this stage, don't classify. Okay, random, it should be random. When I'm saying random, I'm again and again focusing on the word random, because if it won't be random, it will hamper your creativeness and your innovativeness. Okay, so don't spoil your creativity. Random means random. When it has to get sequenced, that is the next stage. So first, at the first stage, keep it totally random. Okay, so next part, this one we discussed basic brainstorming. Next is committed brainstorming. Once you have jot down the points in a random manner, then after that, once you're done with the random thoughts, you have to classify and systemize your random jottings. After you have gathered sufficient number of ideas, start linking your random thoughts, classify in them different groups. For example, okay, wait. These are my random thoughts. EF. Okay. Now I have to classify them. Now I feel A, F, these 2 points I can keep them under the heading 1. D and C I can keep them under heading 2. This is how you will classify them. And after grouping them under same headings, I will prioritize them. How will I prioritize them? I will see that yes, this point I have to write first. This point I have to write on the second number. This point I have to write on the third number. Now maybe it came as a fourth in my mind, but I will write it in the third manner. I hope I'm not confusing you. So what I'm telling you that after brainstorming and random jotting, the points, for example, could be, suppose there's a topic called global peace and you've made certain points like threats to global peace, meaning of global peace, why peace is necessary, what has been done. So whatever your random thoughts are, put them under these headings. Okay, so after putting them in these headings, now arrange the groups in an orderly fashion. Okay, so that there is a logical progression of ideas and each paragraph is linked to the preceding and the following paragraphs. Okay, so this is how you will do the sequencing. Once firstly you will do the random thoughts, then you will group them under particular headings, and then you will sequence them. Okay, but please hold on, you are yet to think over another extremely important part of the entire exercise, that is concluding remarks and the introductory remarks. For the introductory note, first impression often turns out to be the last. Give your essay a logical introduction. You can begin with a question, quotation or exclamatory mark. Remember, quotations are very important. The introduction should arrest the examiner's attention and give him a fair amount of idea about the essay's focus. The introduction should set the pace and flag off the discussion. This is about the introduction. And what about the conclusion? All is well that ends well. Thus goes the saying. The concluding remark should be really powerful and effective. It should give a sense of completion and leave the examiner satisfied. Okay. In fact, it can turn the tables and make up the deficiency of the body of the essay. If you are weak in the body, it will complete that deficiency totally. So remember, conclusion is not the summary of the essay. So do not repeat your ideas in the conclusion. The conclusion should be visionary and futuristic. It should bring the essay to its logical end. It could be in the form of recommendation or suggestion. This is how your conclusion should go on. And for the body paragraphs, the focus should be more on analysis than on facts, and the facts that are presented should support the analysis. Clarity and precision must also be ensured. And the last thing about essays is language. Since ideas are expressed through language, it plays a vital role in an essay. And for that matter, in any piece of writing, the language must be such that the examiner finds it crisp, smooth, and easy flowing. Therefore, your language of the essay should be simple, yet polished, powerful, and effective. This is about how you need to write the essay. So I have shared here one of the sample essays. I could have typed it here, but I purposefully presented it on the paper, because in the exam you have to write with paper and pen. So there are many technical people out there who will type the essay in the laptop, or sometimes they might just read it or copy paste it. So please don't do that. After all this summary that I told you to memorize it and practice your answer, your essay writing in this manner, because it will give you an edge in the examination hall. So here just see what is the topic of the essay, that is youth, the untapped potential of India. So here, the meaning of the essay, understanding the meaning of the title is very important. Untapped potential means the potential which is yet not exploited. Then how will you write it? In my rough sheet, I did all the work. Like I said, I chose the topic, I memorized the topic, then I randomly put down my thoughts, then I grouped my thoughts under proper subheadings, and after that I sequenced my subheadings and wrote them down. Okay, this is how I wrote in this essay. And I'm not saying this is the perfect essay, but you can use it as a model essay for your further writing practices. Okay, so here I started with this quotation. As I told you, quotations are very important. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. This is said by FDR. So I remembered a lot of quotes I used to write in my notebook. So you can add up quotes, whatever you remember, for anywhere in your essay. Then in the introduction, I try to give it, you can read this. I'll upload the PDF on my Facebook profile. You can download it from there. You can read this essay and keep it as a model essay. Okay, then I gave these subheadings: youth at crossroads, what is the status of job for youth in our country, then what is the status of youth of remote areas, then what is the gender gap, unused potential, because youth not only consider men, it also includes the girls and the women. So in that way you can, so what I always talk about, multi-dimensional approach, a spherical approach in an essay is this, that you try to put in all the dimensions. Now I have never read this essay anywhere. I joined it, converged it from bits and pieces, whatever I have read in articles, in books, and tried to write it down. This is what I was telling you, that books and not, you don't need any particular books for essay. Okay, so this is how I wrote it, and even I ended it with a quote of Mahatma Gandhi: if we are to reach real peace in the world, we shall have to begin with children. So you can write in that way. Just go through this essay and let me know. Keep it as a model essay. So these are some of the essays of previous year's question paper. If this is not clear, I will again upload this picture on my Facebook profile. You can get it from there. So you can get an idea like how in question IAS exams the essays are asked. Even this year essay paper I have uploaded on my timeline on the Facebook. You can have a look. So now if you have any queries regarding essay, as many of you were messaging me, emails, a lot of emails I got regarding essay writing. Still, if you have any doubts, please contact me, and I still request you that please try to write essays, 2 or 3 essays in a month. By this strategy you will definitely improve. And one more thing I want to tell you, that language skill is not developed overnight. It demands effort and perseverance. Your command over a language is determined by your desire to master it. The general essay paper plays a crucial role in compensating for the lack of high scores in journal study exams and optional papers. So many of us commit the mistake of gathering facts and information on the probable topics at the 11th hour of the preparation, thinking that we can produce a good piece of work in the exam hall. But remember, arranging your gathered ideas using an appropriate language is going to be a tedious job, especially when you have the pressure of time limit too. So start working on improving your writing skills right from the beginning of your preparation. Hone your skills by developing an interest in learning more vocabulary, acquiring a wider information base, and having a passion for reading. The whole essay should be organically linked from one paragraph to another, so that the examinee could feel the continuity and the orderly flow and arrangement of your ideas. The unification among the paragraphs can be done through transitional words and phrases, and all this flow could be maintained only if you have done well during the planning stage. As I told you, need to divide 90 minutes into planning stage and execution. So in the planning stage is very important, so that you can write a well nurtured essay in your execution stage. Okay, thank you.